Okay, good morning everyone. Welcome back to the channel again. This is a continuation of the controls and thermography readings of the radiant floor. So right here you can see the middle temperature is 72. You can sort of see the outline of where I have those aluminum plates and where just the bare hose is underneath. So we will go to the side. This is an overshoot. So I was shooting for having 72 degrees as the floor temperature. That way it's about 68 degrees at mid-chest to head temperature. This is an overshoot of when I was still working with the hot water heat exchanger tank. This one is just ignore that one. So this is a good one. This is 72. That's what I was looking for. This one is the bathroom. It's an overshoot of 77. Also overshoot. This one is with the this is with the curtain closed by that cold door from the curtain video that you guys saw a few weeks ago. This is the gap. So if you remember that section where the hoses were coming in and around like this, but going underneath the rafters and not meeting, this is the differential between one section and a different section. You can see how the floor is relatively warm in between here at 78 or 71.8. And that's with the slight overshoot of 75. So I dialed it back a little bit. You can, if you're walking around barefoot, you can sort of feel a difference. But you'll notice right here there's a rug, and that all it's done is, typically with radiant floor you can't use rugs. For some reason my rugs are working really well, as they're just dissipating the heat even more evenly across the floor. And then up here you can see those loops, those end loops are a little bit cooler as they're up against the house wall right there. Now these are all taken well before the insulation underneath was put up. So this will force more hot air up through around here, which will even out this temperature gap. There's another one, a few more. And basically I just went around for those few days trying to get a good reading of the house. And this also allowed me to set each section. You saw the gallons per minute that were flowing per section. This allowed me to set each section at a more even temperature level. There's a cold spot in between. There's structural bracing right here, so I couldn't put any radiant floor there. So that section of floor will always be a little bit cold to the foot touch, but that's fine because the majority of it is just keeping the house warmer more efficiently. There's a good example. So right here is 72 along this. The cold spot is 69.1. If you can feel 3-degree difference in your foot and it causes you that much irritation, you can always throw a rug down and that'll help dissipate that. I don't know why my rugs are helping dissipate it. Normally they mitigate it and reduce the amount of heat coming up through. Mine aren't, and I don't know why, and I'm gonna have to look into that because I just don't know why mine are. They aren't special radiant floor rugs like you normally need with a radiant floor. And then this is a cold spot. This is where the wood stove down cellar is, not the furnace wood stove, but the actual wood stove. And this is in the kitchen, so this corner is a little bit cool, but that's fine because my stove is right here. So this will add, anytime I cook or I'm baking, this stove is on and the dishwasher is right here. You can see the cat and dog waters right there. It's out of the way. So this corner will always remain a little bit cooler to the touch on if you're walking around barefoot. But this is also the southwest room, so the room doesn't notice the difference of having this 4 foot by 4 foot section not being heated. And then here's a good example of it's 68. So this might be the floor just coming on, or me just running this up through a little bit while I was testing it. So that's been some thermography and the controls of the new radiant floor. Let me stop these both at the same time.